Hey, it's your boy. Wait, who am I? Kose Pose! Now here's a question. What happens when you combine 2008 Alestorm, too much alcohol, ski masks, and 2017 Alestorm? You get Rumahoy and a good time. This is Train Sounds. This is Rumahoy. Now we're in some untested waters here, so let's just jump aboard and swim with confusing pun metaphors. What the fuck am I saying right now? Rumahoy is a Scottish pirate metal band with traditional folk instruments and ski masks. With Captain Yarface on vocals, Bootsman Walk the Plank on guitar, Cabin Boy Treasure Quest on bass, and Swashbuckling Pete on drums. Yes, that's what they call themselves. I mean, Captain Yarface is a pretty great name. Swashbuckling Pete is a bit generic, but the other two names are just dumb. I mean, seriously, Treasure Quest, Walk the Plank. You couldn't come up with better last name. It's almost like they got the shaft. Or the plank! Ha! So by now you might be wondering what pirate metal is exactly. Well, pirate metal is a spin-off genre of power metal and folk metal. It takes the operatic sound and mythological lyrics from power metal, and the traditional use of folk instruments and storytelling from folk metal. So it's basically heavy metal, but with pirate stories!
At sunrise we will dance and hempen jig. So raise up your pint of rum and take another swig.
The song's lyrics are what we stereotypically associate with piracy. You know, drinking, plundering, whoring, downloading movies illegally, oh, and violence. The most common folk instruments in pirate metal tends to be the accordion, fiddle, hurdy-gurdy, frame drums, horns, and sometimes harps. Pirate metal has started creeping up more lately. It's not just Alestorm or Running Wild dominating the market. You got bands like Swashbuckle, the Dread Crew of Oddworld, Lagerstein, Red Rum, You Banished Privateers, and Paddy and the Sellouts.
Don't know why is it so hard to let go.
I mean Paddy and the Rats, to name a few. There's plenty of pirate metal bands out there and I may have to dedicate more episodes to them. But Rumahoy stood out to me when I first saw them. The first thing you'll notice beside the names is that they're all wearing ski masks. One common gimmick in these anonymous bands is to conceal their identity so they can't be associated with their previous acts, or just to have something more visual on stage. But I don't know why Rumahoy are anonymous. Their pirate costumes look great, but the ski masks just look so out of place. By the way, this band is signed to Napalm Records, the record company that tends to hire the weird part of the metal community, and I respect them a lot for that. They also have Alestorm and You Banished Privateers on the label, so maybe they saw something in Rumahoy that made them worthy of being signed. Or maybe Yarface asked Christopher Bose really nicely to be on the label. Anyway, let's listen to them. Let's start with their first video, Ahoy, or should I say... Oh, by the way, epilepsy warning. So the lyrics open up by introducing us to the band members, and I gotta give the vocalist credit that he actually takes it seriously. I mean, I am Captain Yarface. I can't even say that with a straight face. I mean, look at me now, just thinking about it. Also, Cabin Boy makes people walk the plank. Isn't that Bootsman's job? It's in his name. Or is he too busy chasing wenches? Anyway, the song is a great album opener. The combination of metal and folk instruments really blend here and makes for a fun song. The jaw harp also adds some fun bounce to it, and I love that drunken sailor choir.
Over the oceans, over the seas.
The lyrics are very minimal, kinda like if I wrote it.
Please will you ruin my sweater?
You didn't see anything. Anyway, great first song. Next! So next song is Forest Party, and... 3 seconds in and I already love it!
At a forest party, we'll drink the night away till the sun comes up and it turns into day.
So Forest Party is more of a traditional folk party song, but with pirates. Lyrics are still very simple and cliche, but the melody and instrument hits you like a truck. And I should know, I still don't have a driver's license. One day. Their implementation of folk instruments here is far more noticeable in this song, especially with the flute that gives it a little oomph. Most pirate metal bands just use metal instruments and maybe add an accordion to the song and calls it a day. But Rumahoy put a lot more effort into their instrumentation here. In the video, we say they brought all the important essentials for a party. Booze, plastic swords, chocolate coins, competitive marshmallow cooking, and John Galvacon, what have they done to your face?
Don't be afraid of the goblin man.
I'll be afraid of whatever the fuck I want. This is why you shouldn't drink, kids. But the video has some fun details here and there. It's not just poor Goblicon. There's some weirdly good camera shots in the way the crew appears behind your face. It's cute, but also very fun. Stop pissing on your fans! Next song is Quest for Heritage. This song is slightly more generic after the truck in the face that was Forest Party. I can hear more clearly that the orchestra is more digital here. The minimal lyrics doesn't help much, and I don't have much to say about the song, other than the fact that it has the most epic yo-ho of all time. And I have never heard anyone say fiddle-de-diddle-de-dee as angry as that. So the video plays out like a video game, and just like most games ripping off Skyrim, this one's an asset flip. Look, he travels from island to island and they both look the same. The story, from what I can understand, is guy gets stranded on an island, finds weapon, fights pirates, finds rum, and cheats by using a Nerf gun and gets the girl in the end. Typical Deus Ex Machina love story. I do love the name of the boss pirate. Pirate McPirate Face. And the lady is called... Oh, guys, be nice. She might just be a lady who was kidnapped. In short, this is less of a quest about heritage and more about getting laid. Next! Wait, what is this? No, seriously, what is this?
Das ist my pirate ship.
What is this? A bad way to get introduced to the band. That's what. I know this because this is the first video I saw of them, and if I hadn't found myself drawn to weird stuff, I wouldn't have looked further and found out that this is quite the radical change in their music. I mean, why did they make a techno pirate song in bad German?
Ahoy, meine Shipmates, Achtung mit der Kanne. Aufrichten der Jolly Roger.
When they're Scottish, is this a parody of pop music? Or German techno? Or are they selling out like Paddy and the fucking Rats? I guess this could be fun as a live song, and if it is a parody, then it's pretty funny, I guess, although they take it pretty seriously.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the metal community can see irony as well as they see each other at night. People are pissed off in the comment section, especially since the band claims to be the best pirate metal band in the entire world. I found out that Christopher Bose from Alestorm called them that ironically, while he called his band the second greatest pirate metal band from Scotland. So either Rumahoy didn't know it was an obvious joke, or just ran with it. I can't tell which is more likely.
What do you think I am, Christopher Bose?
Shut up! Now that we watched all the music videos, I decided to listen to their debut album, The Triumph of Piracy. And I will say that it's actually pretty decent. The lyrics are still very minimal, but some of the songs can be pretty funny. Like Kill the Trolls has a line, first to kill 100 trolls gets to fuck my pirate hole. And Netflix and Yar is about how nobody goes pirating anymore, so Captain Yarface just watches Netflix all by himself. I can relate! The Haitian slam might be a little bit racist, since he's singing about invading Haiti and taking slaves. Which is either really unfortunate or really insensitive. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Huffman the Pirate King has some fun moments in it, but it's easily forgettable. And the last song, The Triumph of Piracy, shouldn't be 10 fucking minutes long. It's actually just 4 minutes long, but it ends with a 5-minute guitar solo. I wouldn't have minded it as much if the backing track wasn't so copy-paste. As for the music, it's composed really well. I do like that Captain Yarface commits to his pirate voice for the entire album.
I can barely do that for one episode.
But like I said, their lyrics are very repetitive and basic. They use the word yar, rum, gun, wenches, and gun way too often. It's funny that Alestorm wrote 5 albums and still haven't run out of material, while Rumahoy is already burnt out by their own gag. Also, the album art is very generic.
It's just a
ship in the middle of the ocean. It looks really cool and well painted, but couldn't they have made something a bit more inspiring? If I was browsing a CD store and saw this, I would instantly move on to the next one and forget about it. And that was their debut album, which is the only official release they have so far. Which means... Your Demo 2012. This demo is the reason they deserve to be on Strange Sounds. Yeah, Captain Yarface can barely sing on this record, but I really like that they experiment with different genres on this demo tape. Digging for Rum almost sounds punk rock. And Questing Upon the High Seas has a very black metal feel to it.
Welcome aboard the Black Pearl, Miss Turner.
Wenches Ahoy is so random. It opens up with Captain Yarface introducing the band.
On vocals, Captain Yarface. On guitars, Woodsman Walker Black. On bass, Cannonball Trent.
And the verses are... scarily chaotic.
I'm looking for the wench in the sea. I'm looking for the wench with a treasure map. The wench must have...
Like, what were they even thinking with this song? And the second verse is... just listen. It's almost like a dive into Lovecraftian madness, looking for wenches. They also have a song called Blackbeard's Lost Treasure, which sounds really good.
Sail your ship!
For Blackbeard's lost treasure.
Sail your ship!
To the end of forever.
It's more what you expect from pirate metal, and it's a shame they didn't re-record it for their debut album. I would rather have this than a 5-minute guitar solo! Which brings us to the question I asked earlier, what makes Rumahoy so special? Especially when there's so many new pirate metal bands showing up in the last 10 years. Where unlike most of the other bands in the genre, they try to stick to their gimmick with their weird names, ski mask, and having the occasional weird song. Much of it lies in the persona they inhabit, like how Captain Yarface would say, "I'm Captain Yarface, welcome to the sea," at random times in interviews, like here with Flick of the Finger, and this live interview.
I am Captain Yarface, welcome to the sea. I am Captain Yarface, welcome to the sea. Because I am Captain Yarface and I live on the sea, welcome to it. The triumph of Captain Yarface, welcome to the sea. I am Captain Yarface, welcome to the sea.
I'm Kose Pose, welcome to my fest! Another part of it is how they try to advertise themselves on Facebook with memes. Like, let's just look at some of these. I am Captain Yarface, the floor is the sea. And then, this one. Welcome everyone. Hi. Hi. To the sea. Like, clearly they don't know how this format works. And then this Jurassic Park meme.
My dear Dr. Sattler, welcome to the sea!
Okay, that's kinda funny. And then this one's my favorite. The Virgin Chris. The Chad Yarface. Incel pirate meme. I love it. And on tour, they posted political flyers where they promised, among other things, free rum for all the students and demand that all buildings be peg leg accessible. Well, if Captain Yarface ran for any office with this, I'd fucking vote for him. After some snooping, I found a band called Deathgrog that posted an old photo on their Facebook page with Yarface, Christopher Bose, Swashbuckle, and another underground pirate metal artist called Yarhook. This was taken around 2012, so around the demo, I guess. Apparently Yarface always wanted to be an anonymous pirate wearing a ski mask. Deathgrog also made a cover of Rumahoy's song, Blackbeard's Lost Treasure. Because of my confusion, I sent a message to Deathgrog to ask them about the cover song and if they knew Rumahoy. I got a reply from Crown Prince Morgan, and the answer I got was way more savage than I anticipated. What was the pirate metal scene like back then? Around 2012-ish.
It was a fertile time. New bands were emerging everywhere. Rumahoy released their Yar demo, I seem to remember. Yarhook's first demo appeared, and obviously we released our one recorded offering in the form of Blackbeard's Lost Treasure cover. And the following year, we had another masterpiece from the genre's leaders in the form of Back Through Time.
Why did you make a cover of Rumahoy's Blackbeard's Lost Treasure?
We felt strongly that the values of piracy were well represented by the song and still stand proudly by this work. It comes from a better, simpler time.
Were you good friends with Rumahoy before they signed to Napalm Records? And if so, how do you feel they have changed?
We were in contact with Rumahoy, but I would not say we were great friends. We each had our own separate agenda. At the time, I felt they were doing great things. A pity they have lost their way so completely.
Do you know why Rumahoy chose to be anonymous?
Officially, the reason is that they are wanted by the British Navy for piracy. However, I suspect now that a secondary reason may be some subconscious shame at how distasteful and vulgar their output has become in the interest of financial success.
If you could tell Rumahoy anything, what would it be?
Gentlemen, you're better than this. Please reflect deeply on what you are doing and remind yourself of the code we follow. If you must invoke Blackbeard's name, do so respectfully as you once did. I have nothing further to say to you.
When it comes to their sound, I still think they're trying to find it. If they made more songs with the instrumentation of Force Party or Ahoy, then they could easily rival Alestorm. But sadly, most of their other songs are just generic or random. I think it's because they're trying to make party music for everyone, as his interview makes it clear.
Of course it is. Who doesn't like to party? You can be a little girl or you can be a big boy, but you're still gonna like to party.
Absolutely.
Everyone likes to party.
The band mostly cares about making a party atmosphere. The problem seems to be that they're trying to make an album out of cliches that would appeal to as many as possible. If they either experimented more with genres like their demo tape, or had more of a continuous sound akin to Force Party, I would support this album much more. So Captain Yarface, I know you're watching this because I'm going to tag you all over your social media. Your music has potential if you try to make it more unique, instead of a mess. So please take Deathgrog and mine's advice here. Just because you're making music about the sea, doesn't mean your lyrics can't be shallow. Anyway, this is the end. I'm Kose Pose, and until next time, I'm gonna try to find Jesus. Where are you, you cunt?